Savings is everything, but it ain't the only way you save your money. It ain't the only way you're gonna grow your money. Have an emergency fund. That's great. That's what you need. Yes, it's more to that. There's more we got to do than just that. How much are you paying for your 401k? How much are you paying for insurance? Ideally, whatever you got going out the door, that's what you should pay yourself back in savings, in investing. Right? Not just saving your money, but investing. Because if you hold your money in the wrong places, it's gonna be really hard to keep the hard-earned money that you have worked so hard for to save. Saving your money is not enough. You have to do more. Money can give you options. Money can give you opportunities. Money can give you freedom. Money can give you anything that you're looking for. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Uplift Beyond with Sean Christopher Jenkins. My Uplift Beyonders, what's up? If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you should go ahead and subscribe now. I got a treat for you guys today. So if you got any financial questions, any questions about stocks, any financial questions, anything about money, whatever you can think about when it comes to anything like that, you can ask any question you want, and I'll do a video specifically for you, educating you on how to break free from the modern day slavery, the 9-to-5 life, or how to be financially free, whatever you're looking for, because I'm here to help you to live your dream, to fulfill your purpose of what God has you here on this earth for, because that's what money can do. Money can give you options. Money can give you opportunities. Money can give you freedom. Money can give you anything that you're looking for, right? But you have to learn how to be a good steward when it comes to money. I'm going to talk about that a lot on this YouTube channel, Uplift Beyond 9-to-5 with Sean Christopher Jenkins. Somebody asked me an amazing question, and I want to cover it. She asked me this. She says, so what is your input when you plan to save, right? When you plan savings, right? What percentage of your paycheck would be good and a solid amount for saving? So I want to ask another question when it comes to this question, so that we can just go down just a rabbit hole with what she was asking. Okay, and I want you guys to see me when I ask this. So, like, she asked, how much should she save? Basically, what's a good amount? So to answer your question, I want you to imagine life, what your life would look like. How much money would you have if you didn't have to pay any bills at all? So if you didn't have to pay for that car note, why do you even have a car note? All right, why couldn't you just pay cash for the car and then you just have the car, right? Why do you have student loans? Why do you have a mortgage? Why do you have rent? Why do you have all these things that adds up? By itself, it seems like nothing, right? Paying for insurance, paying for getting your teeth done, just paying for any and everything, even getting groceries. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but a little can become a lot when you have a lot of things going on and a lot of things that you're paying for, right? All at once. So the whole objective is, when it comes to saving money, is my idea of saving money. Like, I would think that you would want to save as much money as possible, right? So if I'm being honest, I don't agree. I think I said it in past videos. I don't agree with just the 401k and Roth IRA and stuff like that, the traditional ways that, these jobs that you obtain, where they want you to invest your money technically, because if you talk to anybody that had a 401k and Roth IRA, you should ask them, and I mean somebody that's like 60 and 80, ask them how much money do they have in it, and if they're open enough, they'll tell you. But a lot of them, I know somebody that's been working at a great company for 30 years, right? And they only have about, let's say $300,000 like in their 401k and Roth IRA, right? For 30 years, are you kidding me? Like, that's a lot of, somebody would be like, man, that's a lot of money. That's pretty good. Man, no, not if you would have been invested in stocks. Like, I'm a stock investor. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you invested $300,000, because that's pretty much what they invested in that 401k and Roth IRA. Like, it barely went up. And then as soon as the economy goes down, it shoots right back down to what it has always been or worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, But if you would have been invested in a stock, if you invest $300,000, I guarantee, at worst case scenario, if you're in great stocks, if let's say the Mag 7, any of the Mag 7 stocks, like you would at least have $600,000. Like you would have doubled your money. Right. So it matters where you place your money. So like saving money, that's fine. Like my I think everybody should try to save as much money as possible. So that means like cutting liabilities. That means cutting things that ain't doing nothing for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have student loans, go ahead, just pay it off. Like if you can, like just pay. You don't want to be in any debt. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you want to put yourself in a situation where you can save as much money as possible. That's my answer. Like whatever that is for you, because that's different. That whatever that answer is, it differs based on person, based on situation, based on what your goals are. You see what I'm saying? So like how much should you save every single paycheck? Like that's on you. Like I would say, like, how much are you paying for your 401k? How much are you paying for insurance? Ideally, whatever you got going out the door, that's what you should pay yourself back in savings, in investing, right? Not just saving your money, but investing, which I'm here to educate you guys on how to do. So like yeah, when it comes to saving your money, right? The question that they ask, what is your input and plan on savings? Man, savings is everything, but it ain't the only way you save your money. It ain't the only way you're gonna grow your money. You know what I'm saying? Like saving, having an emergency fund, that's great. That's what you need, yes. But like it is more to that. There's more we got to do than just that. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's not even like the way we should be thinking. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the problem is, I was telling you guys, I'll go down a rabbit hole. I'm gonna change your thinking when it comes to saving. You guys ready for this? I'm about to change your thinking when it comes to saving. Okay, you ready? Ready? So I was gonna ask you guys this question. I was gonna save it for another video, but let's just go here. So, which is more important, paying bills or saving money? What's more important, paying bills or saving money? So when I'm asking that question, I'm asking this: what's more important, giving them your money or paying yourself? So when it comes to investing, when it comes to saving, like those are two different things. But let's just say like that's all the same thing, right? When it comes to investing and saving your money, like that's paying yourself. That's patting yourself on the back. That's using your hard-earned money to make provisions for the future, which I'm gonna do a lot of scripture verses on and breaking that down and changing your mindset when it comes to saving money. Like saving money is everything. Like I want to ask you guys another question. Like, how much money have you ever had your whole entire life? How much money has ever touched your hands? And why don't you have it? Because you gave it to everybody else. That's the only answer. You gave your money to everybody else, not just everybody else, not just anybody. It'll be different with your family, your friends, your loved ones. No, you gave your money to the man. You gave your money to the man. You paid for that car. You paid for that club. You paid for those drinks. You paid for that bill, rent, mortgage. Like you paying everybody else first before you pay yourself. So here goes the thing. All right. So which is more important, paying bills or saving money? So like your Jesus said you shall know them by their fruit, right? So your actions speak louder than your words. So which one does your life say? Do you pay other people before you pay yourself? Because if you keep on paying other people before you pay yourself, you eventually ain't gonna have anything at all. So, and there was an image. I want to show you guys this image on my Instagram page, right? You paying everybody else but yourself. So this is my Instagram page, Trouble Don't Last. Be sure to follow me. Let me make it bigger on the screen so you guys can see it instead of seeing me. So Trouble Don't Last, that's my Instagram page. Best Instagram page ever. I'm looking for this right here. All right. And I'm going to delete this so y'all don't see nothing weird. All right. But one of my favorite photos of all time on Instagram is this. I'm going to do a lot of videos on it and Bible studies. And it's just, I could talk about this photo all day. Right. But the image is of a person basically doing what I told you guys just now, like paying everybody else but themselves, like taking care of everybody else but themselves. And when you do that, you eventually end up with nothing. You eventually lack. so much that you have nothing else to give, especially when it comes to yourself. And my track coach told me, um, when I ran track, because he saw me do that in the high jump at Tennessee State University. I used to always tell people what they need to work on, what they need to do. And I had an event to do. I had to jump. And my high jump coach was like, Sean, be quiet and focus on your event. But his biggest way of saying it was like, look out for number one. Look out for number one. Who's number one? Is that car insurance company number one? Like, is that uh that dealership that you owe the car note to, or whoever you owe a car note to? I don't know how car notes work. I would never do it. But you owe them money. Like, so, do they matter more than you? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, this is what we do. We take care of everybody else but ourselves. Like, so build your castle first before you try to build others. Like, this is the game with money. Like, money is everything. I told you guys, money is everything. Money dictates everything. Money controls everything. Money is the answer to everything in life. That's a scripture verse. So in saying that, man, you need money to build. So why you got so much money going out the door when you need it? And on top of that, money, I won't say it's scarce, but it is scarce to in a sense, right? There's money everywhere. You can make money in a lot of ways, and let's just focus on the stock market specifically. But you got the mutual. You can make money from mutual funds, ETFs, options. Like, there's a lot of ways to make money, right? But focusing on stocks, like, there's a lot of money you can make from stocks. Like, there's a lot of money in the market to be made still to this day and for all time. Like, it's not gonna ever go away. So in saying that, there's so much money you can be made that can be made, but when it comes to a person, like, there's only so much money you can obtain. Like, there's only so much money that will come your way out of all the money in the world. So why are you just giving your money away so freely when it's so hard to make it? It's so hard to obtain any. It's so hard to keep it. You see what I'm saying? So like, instead of giving your money for so freely and stuff, you need to hoard as much as possible. So I'm trying to change your mindset when it comes to saving. So don't ask like, how much money should I save? Man, you should be trying to save everything. Everything. So I want you guys to start budgeting. Like, look at your bank statement, go to your bank account, go to the history, and see what exactly are you spending money on. Write it down. Make a list. This is how much money I'm spending on State Farm. This is how much money I spent on groceries. This is how much money I spent on Netflix and Hulu and Peacock TV. This is how much money I spent, on insurance. So like, you have to know what's going out the door. Because let me tell you something. Ignorance is not bliss. Jesus said, my people perish for lack of vision, lack of knowledge. Ignorance. That's what that is. So like, there's nothing blissful about being ignorant, especially when it comes to money. So you need to know what money is doing in your life, because what it's doing in your life is different from other people's. Like, it's circumstantial, it's changes culturally, it's the dynamic with money, the relationship, it changes based on person, right? Because we aren't all in the same situation, coming from the same rich family. You know what I'm saying? Like, money ain't been kind to everybody here. So in saying that, man, I hope you guys see what I'm saying. So saving money, man, like, I hope I really interpreted that pretty good. Like, when it comes to saving money, it's so important, man. It's so vital. Like, it's everything, man. Like, if you're trying to build an empire, you're trying to do things, man, it's gonna take money. And the more you save your money, the more you're gonna be able to do with your money. But I want to go further with that. Saving your money is not enough. I'm gonna do a separate video on it. Saving your money is not enough. You have to do more. And I'm here to teach you the more. So instead of just saving your money, put your money somewhere where it can go to work for you. Right? And I'm here to tell you the right places to save your money and store it, right? To house it, to hold it, right? Because if you hold your money in the wrong places, it's going to be really hard to keep the hard-earned money that you have worked so hard for to save. It can be gone in an instant. But if you put it in the right places and invest in stocks, I'll just even say mutual funds, right? And shoot, even the crypto market, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like I said before, CDs, like, the money market. Like, you put your money somewhere where it can grow. The longer you are working and you don't have to worry about taking out that money and worry about touching your emergency fund, the longer that happens, every single month is going to go up, every single week or day, just depending on what you're invested in and your money stored in. Like, the more your money's going to grow. So eventually the money that you save is going to have tripled and quadrupled, maybe even 10 times, right? If you haven't touched your money at all, your emergency fund at all, right? That you saved. So if it grows that much, 10 times, you know how hard it is to blow, whatever your emergency fund is, if it's 10 times whatever it was. So the whole idea is, my dad always says it, you never touch the principal. The principal is what you invested, what you have saved initially. So if you 10 times your money, like, it's going to be really hard to blow what you initially invested in it. And if you did, it wouldn't matter because you 10 times your money. You see what I'm saying? That's the game. That's why you save. So you're saving because the more money you save, the more money you're going to have for later on. The more money that you obtain, the more money that you invest, the more money that you have, the more money you can make. If you just invest, you get what you get. You get what you give. So if you only barely invest, you're going to barely make it. You're going to barely do anything. But if you save everything you got, but you have to invest everything you got too. If you invest everything you got, oh my gosh, guys, the sky is to the limit. So that's the game, okay? That's the game. So what's my advice? I hope I answered your question. What's my advice to people who's trying to save your money? How much should you save? Man, as much as possible. Shoot, at least $1,000 a month. That will really set you up good. If you can save $1,000 a month, do it. Because you won't have to do it for long. So eventually you're going to have saved so much money. If you haven't invested and it's growing like that 10 times, every 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, eventually you don't have to save no money. You get all your money from your investments, passive income. So that's the game. Okay. So yeah. How much money should you save? Everything. Stop giving your money away. It's yours. Act like it. All right. So that's the video for today, guys. You guys enjoyed it. You know what to do. Support this page, man. What's my page? Uplift Beyond 9 to 5 with Sean Christopher Jenkins. This is a YouTube channel, right? And I'm also on TikTok as well. On TikTok, it's Uplift Beyond as well. 9 to 5. Yeah, so that's the name of it. Let me pull it up real quick. Should have all this stuff pulled up, so my bad. I don't have it all pulled up. That's not Uplift Beyond. Here it is. Here goes that's the YouTube channel. Let me go to TikTok. Come on, Sean. All right, yeah. Subscribe. Follow the TikTok page, Uplift Beyond 9 to 5. And then also, my main TikTok page is Trouble Don't Last. So I don't know why it's not popping up right here. Yeah, my main YouTube channel is Trouble Don't Last right here. Right, my main TikTok page, Trouble Don't Last. This is where I post my Bible study sermons and the financial advice that I'm giving you, and my personal life, stuff like that, just any and everything Bible study. So you guys want to follow that page, you can. I'm also on every other platform you could think of. Here they are right here. My Instagram page is Trouble Don't Last as well. My TikTok, Snap, Twitter page, Threads, Instagram is Trouble Don't Last. My Facebook and LinkedIn name, Sean Christopher Jenkins. My other YouTube channels, Uplift past Crossroads. So that page, I have almost 700 videos. So I've been doing that since 2018. And then also, so those are my social media pages. All right. So if you got any questions, DM me. Just leave a comment wherever you're watching from, and I'll answer your question on video, just like I did this person. So that was a really good question that they asked. They asked, how much should they save? What's my input? Man, save everything you can, man, while you can. Because to answer your question even further, man, how much longer are you going to be working? How much longer are you going to have that job? How much, especially if you're making good money, guys. Like, if you're making good money, make smart choices, man, because you don't know how quick that money can go from your hands. So you got to do everything it takes to keep as much money as possible to keep the money that you have earned and worked hard for. So in order to do that, you have to be smart with what you do with your money. So it ain't just about saving. It's about being in the right investments. It's about letting your money be stored in the right places so it can grow, so that when you need it, you take it out, but you still have so much more left because it doesn't grow so much. So that's the game, guys. All right. So I hope I answered that person's question as much as possible. All right. So I'll see you guys in a minute. We're about to I'm gonna teach you guys with more videos. I'm trying my best to post videos every single day for Uplift Beyonders. So yeah, just stay tuned and share, comment, and like. If you don't like this video, you're doing me a disservice. So please like this video, retweet, share, and comment. But especially